I don't like what's happening. I don't like that one bit. Uber Hill? What? And boom, there we have it. This, my friends, is the best magic ring in the game. Hey guys, welcome back to Noob to Final Boss, where in this episode we are hopefully gonna knock a few more bosses off the list and make some real progress toward that final boss achievement. Nah, in the last episode, this hammer, this anvil, and this sound was my one and only friend for days. But the grind paid off. We hit 99 smithing and we managed to forge a full Masterwork armor set and even a Masterwork spear from scratch, which was a massive upgrade to my melee setup. But there was something else I didn't mention last time. While I was smithing away, I racked up a ton of respect at the artisan's workshop. I used it to upgrade my dwarf multi-cannon, which can now hold 90 cannonballs and even reload itself. Pretty awesome, right? But I didn't stop there. I decided to splurge a bit and spent 34 million on a cannon upgrade kit, unlocking the Dwarven siege engine. And let me tell you, this thing is insane. It doubles the cannon's damage with a new max hit of over 2000. So of course I had to try it out, and where better than Waterbirth Island with the Dagonoth Kings. This cannon upgrade is actually really good. I was able to get around 170 kills per hour. Now why would we be doing this? Well, I wanna get 10 Sears rings, which is a rare drop from Dagonoth Prime. There we go, got one in the bag, 9 more to go. But what could I possibly need 10 of these rings so badly for? Well, I'm aiming for the Channeler's ring, which is the best in slot magic ring in the game. But 10 Seers rings isn't all that we are going to need. We're also going to need the Heart of the Seer, which only drops from the Rex Matriarchs. So yeah, time to pay a visit to that island and take down some dinosaurs. The Rex Matriarchs are a group of 4 dinosaur bosses found on Anachronia. They are similar to the Dagonoth Kings. Each one is weak to one single style and immune to the other 3. The big difference is that you don't have to fight them all at once. And trust me, accidentally aggroing more than one at the same time is a speedrun straight to this place. The good news is, that means no hybrid gear required. I could take the easy route and just farm one of them 100 times for the final boss achievement, but that's not really my style. Fortunately, our stats are looking good. Running ED2 in the last episode gave a huge chunk of combat experience. I didn't mention in the last episode, but we hit 99 constitution, and we're super close to 99 defense and 99 ranged as well. The Rex Matriarchs are considered mid-level bosses. They're around God Wars Dungeon 2 difficulty. Honestly, I think we've tackled scarier stuff already, so hopefully they won't be too much of a problem. But I'm still excited because this fight is gonna make me bring out my whole armory. Let's get this. Oh, and speaking of gear, the only upgrade I picked up since last episode is the Necklace of Salamancy. It's untradeable, and you can only get it from training at the skilling stations in the Dream of Aya. I wanted it because it's basically best in slot for these bosses. 15% hit chance and damage buff, and 3% drop rarity boost is huge. I started off with the red dino, Orikaka, who attacks with melee and is weak to fire spells. She's got this wicked combo where she spins around and whips up an ice tornado that drains your run energy and increases your ability cooldowns. Then she follows it up with a tail sweep that cracks the floor, dealing rapid melee damage if you're standing on it. But reacting with the right prey flick and defensives, she's actually pretty easy to dodge and telegraphs all of her abilities. Eventually I managed to get her done no problem. Next up was Fenthraken, the mage dino, so naturally she's weak to arrows. I dropped the dash swiftness and then loaded as much DPS as I could right from the start. After a couple of basic attacks, she rolled out her first mechanic, nothing that I couldn't handle. Gotta admit though, these lightning attacks are pretty badass. Right after that, she always follows up with a heavy-hitting ranged attack. So I was ready and resonanced it for a big fat heal. Her other move is when she tries to drop a lightning bolt directly on your head. I just moved out of the way and kept whittling away at her health with my trusty Noxious longbow until she was done, leaving behind her dinosaur bones and hide. And finally, we've got Rathis, the poisonous dinosaur, and probably the most challenging one out of the 3. If I stand in her poison pools, I would take constant poison damage. If I move out, she would consume the poison to heal herself. Because of my extensive PvM knowledge, I came prepared with an anti-poison potion. That massively reduced the damage, letting me stand in the pools and drain them. But if I stayed away for too long, she would charge me for big damage. She's got a couple of hits in here and there, but it wasn't enough to finish me off, and I prevailed. Alright, so I said there were 4 matriarchs, and that's right. There's one more we haven't taken on yet, Osseous. She's tucked away in a smaller enclave, and before you can fight her, there's a quick quest to knock out, which is basically about uncovering the story behind this necromancy-themed boss. Osseous has some dangerous mechanics, but that's exactly why she's such a good fight for practicing defensives and AoE usage. She's got this nasty tail smash, a huge melee hit that can deal over 6000 damage, totally not speaking from personal experience. I just read that on the wiki. To negate it I use resonance and take 0 damage. After the tail smash, she summons little skeleton baby dinos, and these can one-shot you if you don't clear them fast. I wipe them out with threats of fate into Volley of Souls, and just like that they are all gone. Then, after a few auto attacks, she roars and roots me in place. At that point I need to deal 5000 damage to break free before she bites me. The game flashes run in red text. So I surge backwards and she bites nothing but air. A final Volley of Souls finishes her off and she collapses into pieces, defeated. Overall, these bosses are fairly easy to learn. They've each got a few mechanics to watch out for, but once you know how to avoid those, they're a breeze. And honestly, really fun to fight. I killed all 4 of them a couple of times, then decided to camp Fenthraken, who is the boss that can drop the Heart of the Seer. And surprisingly, she actually did drop it. That means we are one big step closer to the upgrade. We just need the rest of the Seer's rings. Oh come on, you don't wanna respawn right now. Are you seeing this? She just ruined the moment. I'm gonna take you down a couple of more times just out of principle. Anyway, with one of the big pieces checked off, it was back to the Dagannoth Kings to finish farming those Seer's rings. So for the next few days, I spent every spare minute I had living inside this cave, until my sanity was completely drained. But the game decided to sprinkle me with Archer's rings instead, which to be fair isn't bad, it's just not what we need. After more than 1000 kills, I had a mountain of drops, so no complaints really. I sold everything and just bought the 9 missing Seer's rings. And boom, there we have it. This, my friends, is the best magic ring in the game. It gives a massive 30 magic bonus and has a pretty cool passive effect that boosts channeled magic abilities. Absolute beast of an upgrade. Now only one thing left, which is to finish up the 100 kills at the Rex Matriarchs and show you guys the loot. And then Eventually, this happened. So we got our first 99 combat stat. I can't believe it's ranged of all things. It used to be my least favorite style, but I've been loving it lately. Skill Mastery unlocked. Let's freaking go. And that should be our last skill. There we go. I came in like a Rexing ball. Okay. Looking at the loot, I managed to make 21 million GP. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a nice little bit of money. I mainly wanted to do these bosses for the ring upgrade, so I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. I wanted to include one more boss in this episode as an honorable mention. I managed to take down Croesus 100 times as well. It's always satisfying seeing them transition from the right side to the left. As for this killing boss, I joined a bunch of community events. I really enjoyed them and to be honest, I was surprised at how decent the loot was. We also ended up with 37 tier 3 Elder Trophs. I opened them all and in total we pulled in an additional 27 million GP. That's about 750k GP per trove. Not bad at all for extra loot on top of what we already made. And we actually got some good stuff here, including 4 Pernix fragments. 100 of these can be used to craft the Pernix quiver, something we definitely want. So I grabbed the rest of the fragments of the GE, and just like that we've got ourselves a brand new quiver. Basically it lets you quickly switch between 2 sets of arrows. Oh, it's not visible on me? That's a shame. Let's actually test this out, so we just keybind these. Oh my goodness dude, this is really nice. I'm looking forward to using it in action, but that'll be later. For now I'm retiring the bow and arrow for a bit because I want to catch up on my other combat styles first. So in this episode we checked off 2 bosses from the list, picked up a necklace of Salamancy, got our Channeler's Ring, crafted the Pernix Quiver, and hit 99 ranged. I feel like I've made some really solid progress over the last 2 weeks, and my account feels much better now with these PVM upgrades. But of course, I still have a long way to go. And now, just to keep things from being too easy, Jagex added a new boss. With a mascot, there are now 54 bosses in the game. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the Catwoman too. I'm actually looking forward to that, but that's something for the future. This whole journey has been really exciting for me, taking on all these new bosses, so I'm glad you guys are here along for the ride. I'm gonna end the episode here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.